Boom! There he is, all green. So, how are you guys doing? This is, of course, Banter Blitz with Jan Gustafsson. The great show that we haven't been doing that much recently because I've been busy. I've been sitting here, commentating the Magnus Carlsen Invitational. The FIDE-chess.com Online Nations Cup. So, according to my math, out of the last 24 days I've been doing commentary on 23, and that's my excuse for ignoring everything else, including Banter Blitz, opening clinic, all that good stuff. So now there are some days off from commentary, which I'm not sure if I'll use them to spend time with the family, clean up. I gotta go to the dentist. We shall see. But for now, let's play some Blitz games. Well, and then talk on about random stuff. Let me start by playing... What is this, by the way? Against Wu Yuk. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. From China. The country of the Online Nations Cup winner. I went e4, as did Ding Liren. Still not a fan. It feels wrong. This pawn is unprotected. Ding went here. I still like bishop here. Because, you have the option to take. But since we got here, might as well. Strong players played d3 here, of course. But I shall... Wow, he pre-moved e takes d. That's some dedication right there. I shall go for this line. d5 is the usual move, bishop b5, knight e4, cd. And a complex strategic battle arises. Where my chat boys at? Here we go. What's up, Twitch boys? What's up, Chess24 boys? Zeelandson saying it's his humility? What are we talking about? So he goes bishop b4 check. Bishop b6 is somewhat more common. Not sure what's wrong with bishop b4, frankly. Going knight bd2 can't be that wrong. I guess we'll both castle. And now we will start thinking about the position. Could be some lines where some queen a4 could come in handy. But maybe my inexperience as a 1e4 player is telling here. And I don't know what I'm doing. Can't rule it out. If he goes bishop g4, I'll take on c6. Then bishop f3, it looks like I can just continue taking things on b7. And a6 is begging me to take on c6, and I will gladly oblige. Not sure if rook fc1 or rook ac1. But keeping the option to push my f-pawn looked tempting, so I went with rook ac1. Try to bring this knight all the way to d3 and maybe c5. Then push the f-pawn. Strategically, this looks very dangerous for black because, the bishop is not great. What is this layout, by the way? Is this me sitting in front of big parts of Asia and Africa? It's a little strange. My head is blocking Russia. I'm bad at geography. Don't quiz me exactly what I'm blocking. Let's figure it out together, though. This is not an act. I'm not very good at this. So Russia starts about where my ear is and then goes all the way here. Where's China? Over there? Mongolia, somewhere where my mouth is? This stuff I know. Mediterranean Sea. This is where I grew up. But over here, Don't know very well. West Thailand. Somewhere over here? Yeah, I guess you guys can't really tell me where stuff is, so this is gonna be an unproductive debate. Victor Core is saying, Jan, is calling King Luke to do some commentary with you an option? Be careful what you wish for. Is Luke still there? Probably not. Maybe Luke and Seward. Interesting. Now we have to think about it, or probably we had to think about it, but I haven't thought about it very much yet. The Steiner's Blitz tournament with Magnus, with Grishuk, with Peter, all the guys are playing. It's, I think, 3+2 Blitz games. So yeah, we have to figure out who does commentary in what languages, how many cooks you want for that, and so on and so forth. Then after that, there might be more events in the making, and I don't just mean the Mr. Dodgy Invitational. So there's a lot of chess coming up to be played and commented on. I'm down to not that much time, I would say, so probably I should try to make some moves. Ideally not moves that lose all the material, but flaggers can't be choosers, as I always say. I don't think I've ever said that before. That's witty. Remember that, Jan. Flaggers can't be choosers. Hehe. Oh, Queen H6. That's sad. I should have gone Queen H6. I'll still do it. Thanks for the game. That was fun. Let me play whoever's next. I just clicked somewhere. Here we go. Shawnee, 83. Sketch Paramedic is saying, it's my birthday. Thanks for the chess banter, Jan. Happy birthday, Sketch Paramedic. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. CK Russ is saying, it was kind of weird that your coffee mug was partially translucent. Is it? Doesn't seem translucent to me, no? Like, but this green screen, it's magic technology. I still don't understand how it works. What are we doing here, Shawnee? Any fun line I could play here? Nah. Darkbone is saying, who won, USA or China? China won. Or they had draw odds, they made it 2-2. They won the event. Congrats to China. Well-deserved victory. Gutigo59 saying, it's not my birthday, but thanks for the chess banter, Jan. Happy not your birthday to you as well. I'm also being told Mother's Day was in UK was in March. I don't know. I usually forget or straight up do not know these days, so I can be told it's Mother's Day pretty much every day of the year. But that's the information that I have been given. I already questioned there was really Star Wars Day on May the 4th. I thought May the 1st, you know, would be easier to remember. But people have been strongly indicating to me that it's May the 4th. Therefore, I get my May holidays mixed up. Also, I'm doing commentary every day, so who cares what day it is? Maxen Sogier is saying, hey Jan, could you recommend any link to video studies to the Dutch, preferably Leningrad, but I'm easily satisfied. Yeah, on Chess24, there's a good video series about the Leningrad Dutch by Dutch Grandmaster. We were looking for someone Dutch to cover the Dutch, as you do. Roland Prauses, so check that out. Go to chess24.com/learn and you will find it. As for this position against Shawnee, I guess I'm better here, but I'm always doubtful in all these King's Indian positions about what to do next, about how to meet f5 and so on. Like, usually computers feel very, very strongly that black is in trouble, but I never feel as good about my chances as they want me to feel, which I guess also applies to life. Sorry, I'm a bit talked out if I'm not making a lot of sense. Blame all them tournaments. Let's castle into it, why not? I don't think he has a lot of attack here because there's not a lot of pieces. And I can maybe one day make something happen on the king side. h4, h5, or go knight f5. And then try to give slow mate over here. Randy Chess is saying, May the 4th be with you. Yeah. But why not May the 1st? May the 1st be with you? Why is the 4th better? Please don't explain. As for the game, I am still entertaining the possibility. Oh, he goes g5. He's trying to close the position. Can't let that happen. h4, if bishop g4, knight h2. And I will reopen. Some would say I will reopen too soon because of bishop h3. But that was the idea. Queen c7. I guess I'll just take a knight f5. This looks bad. And now he takes. Okay, still looks bad. How do we give mate here? Oh, we're down to seconds again. Every game is going to the wire. Thanks for the game, Shawnee83. By the way, do I have a full screen view? Yeah, I do. Beautiful. Or, yeah. Handsome. Very handsome, Jan. Let's play more chess. Doppelangriff. Ooh, why is that? Ah, that's the wrong view. Here we are. Doppelangriff, are you there? That's German for double attack. Bishop f4. Let's mix it. c5. And attack the pawn. How does this go again? Can you go a6 here? I don't want to take on b2. Maybe now? Stopping knight b5. Sorry, I got a cuff. here we are. A6, he plays rook b1, covering the pawn. Now I'll go d5, I guess, now that I've stopped any. Any knight b5 shenanigans. How bad can it be? Usually white should go knight e5 quickly in this type of position. I'm not sure here if after knight e5 I have something quick. I don't know, takes knight e2, queen a5 check, queen a2, or something along those lines. Looks very fishy, so I would guess not. But could be. Knight a4, I should give a check. It's actually not so bad. Yeah, I thought this was silly with the knight here. You can go b4, queens and knight to c5. Might be a very decent idea. Now I have nothing direct. Bishop f3, bishop f5. Nope, don't see it. Sketch Paramedic is saying, speaking of German, I stayed in Hanover for a month. Need to go back ASAP. It's not exactly travel times, is it? Other than that, I think that's the first time anybody's ever said that about Hanover. Some disrespect to Hanover. Greetings. But Hanover is always the punchline of jokes. For we don't know why it's wrong, but it's wrong, right? Germans? So I'm surprised, even though I haven't spent enough time in Hanover to pull off any credible Hanover disses. But that seems to be the general notion. No, that it's all there, and they have the lake and all the good stuff, but somehow something's a little off about Hanover. No, that's usually the vibe one gets. Should speed up a little bit. I have not exactly been killing it on the clock, but I've been killing it on the rook taking front. And rooks are friends. Rooks are worth like 5 points, and bishops are only 3.5. So according to my math, I'm now up. That's too hard to calculate. Bunch of stuff. I think I'm up like around 2 bowls. Cones. And the count is only improving. Doppelangriff. This is gonna end badly for you. See? It's just getting worse and worse. You've got to believe it's getting better. It's getting better all the time. But it's really not. He's thinking, how can I give queen b8 checkmate without Jan noticing? The question is, you're not going to be able to do it. The answer is. Alright, how do we do this? I've been a little sloppy because I am arrogant and stupid. But these are well-known weaknesses that I've been dealing with for a long time. Therefore, nothing to get unduly worried about. Really not making this look very easy. Ugh, I lost even? Wow, so slow, so stupid, so arrogant. Good game, Doppelangriff. Oh boy. What was the German city they claimed that didn't exist? That was Bielefeld. But we have sort of given up on that narrative. Bielefeld does exist. Neural Net is saying nobody ever goes to Hannover, so we wouldn't know. That's fair. And I'm playing against Katja Demjanova, who goes 1g4. Excellent choice. How does this go? You can actually take, right? There is this one trap, but if I manage to not fall for it, I think I have a good position. Like, if you go... How did this go? I can't remember. Who can remember anything? Let's get some pieces out. How bad can it be? Exchange sacrifice. First one in my long, successful career. Queen b8 is a bold decision. Now I have more stuff, no? Let's count again. I have a queen and 4 minor pieces. She has 2 rooks and only 3 minor pieces. So that's pretty significant advantage for me. Even though after this last game, you know, I should not be too sure about myself, no matter what happens. I'm so chest out. That's not meant as an excuse. I would play just as terrible, motivated. But I've seen... Oh boy. Sorry. You've missed a lot of action, guys. See? All the whining and I was on the wrong screen all the way. I apologize. That was a great game by me. Yeah. You guys make your jokes while you are watching a live 2020 version of Falling Down. A righteous man with nothing but good intentions and very little patience, slowly losing it. That's what's happening here. Funstyle saying it's okay to lose and you can fix the display. Let's see how many jokes I got about it. Quite some. Actually, yeah. Some comments are funny. Kudos to you guys. Apologies for, you know, everything. At this point, what is there not to apologize for? Funstyle is saying, I'm moving houses today in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah. Is that a good idea? I don't know. Best of luck. Where are you moving? From where to where? So you guys missed all my expert commentary on 1g4 and me taking all these pieces. It was an action-packed game. And I know that you were really wishing that you would have caught this live, but you weren't able to do it. Can you see my expert recapturing on b8, for example? Boom. Took it. Alright, let's play more. I should probably not risk leaving the screen ever again. Let me play random avatar. You don't even have an avatar. Seriously, with that username, just choose a random avatar? Is that asking for too much? Fun Stuff is saying, landlords have all the fun. Yeah, I hear ya. So from where to where? Fun Stuff. East London to East London. So not that bad. Okay, that sounds... I don't know. London. East London is probably pretty big. That sounds manageable. What do we know about East London? East 17, are they from East London? This is the so-called Nimzo Indian. Sketch Paramedic is saying, I live Adelaide, only 2 active cases in the state at the moment. Do you lock them up together? That, I think, is the solution. Tavi1648 is saying, Jan, why don't you invite a friend to speak with you while you're playing? It's not a bad idea. It's partly my lack of friends that makes this tough. Also, you know, in general, Banter Blitz, the idea is, it doesn't work with me because I'm so washed up. But in general, the idea is that you hear a Grandmaster sharing his thoughts, apologies, and some other, you know, expressions, let's call it, about the game he's currently playing. Therefore, I'm not sure you always need a friend, even if you had a friend, to do this. But yeah, in general, of course, the format of having 2 people talk to each other, I think is a good format. And that's what we've been doing in this commentary gig that we've been doing all these days, where the last couple of days was mainly me and the great Peter Svidler, with the occasional appearance by the world champion Magnus Carlsen, some other characters. Still an open question, to me at least, how many people you want in these commentary things. In the Magnus Carlsen Invitational, we often had like 4 people on the call, which, yeah, makes it pretty crowded, but it's fun to hear the thoughts of Peter and Alexander Grishuk. And I do like having Lawrence around. I think he brings out the funny in people. I think he's good for the balance. I am aware that not everybody feels that way, but I thought he was good for the dynamic in the Magnus Invitational as well. And of course, I'm there for my boyish good looks and for clicking squares on the chessboard. Therefore, yeah, it's hard to say. I'm still not sure. My current take, but that could change any day, is that three on the same call is the sweet spot. 1 host, 1 clown, 1 super GM. But let me know, what do you think? I'm actually genuinely interested. Obviously, I'll ignore it anyway, but I am pondering these questions. Bahubali is asking what format you like, MCI or Nations Cup. There, of course, I'm biased because the MCI happened on the website that I work for, Chess24, and the Nations Cup happened on chess.com, so I was much more involved with the MCI. And yeah, I thought the MCI was fun to cover, so I like that format better, but to each their own. I think we're just lucky that we're having plenty of exciting chess formats across the sites, across the spectrum in these difficult times. DorXN is saying clown equals Magnus, super GM equals Jan. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I like being the clown. Magnus also likes being the clown. I struggle a bit with the super GM part, although I could probably play the analyst part in most settings, but it wouldn't be ideal because I'm not genuinely enough interested in chess. So it's great to have a guy like Peter around who is amazing at spotting things on the chessboard. But yeah, these balanced things to make it interesting for as many people as possible are always very, very tricky. Not like I have answers. I also really enjoy the format, this thing we did on the Rocket Beans German channel for one day, where it's me and a comedian slash professional host, which is more, directed at beginners at talking nonsense. So I'm having a lot of fun with that, but that I don't think is suitable for the Chess24 audience. I also wouldn't blame them if they're sort of sick of me talking every day. So, it's a tricky balance. I took a knight here from Random Avatar, and he resigns, which is correct, but mainly Random Avatar. Get yourself a Random Avatar, or I will forcefully have your username changed. Nautilus5 is saying, how about asking David Howell to join in commentary? Serious suggestion, no pun intended. Yeah, why would there be a pun intended? I think David is great. He did join for a couple days, I think during the candidates coverage. He's also doing Banter Blitz on Chess24. Always fun to have him around for sure. Todd Marcotte wants to know who win the Nation Cup. China won. 2-2 in the finals. They got draw odds. They made it. Let's play FIDE Master Sergio Fuentes. Wow, you're only 2100, but you're a FIDE Master? What's going on there? You haven't played much? Or are you rusty? Are you too weak, too slow? What's the situation? I think the only way to do this is the exchange stuff. There's a bunch of questions. Is the Nations Cup finished? Yep. China won. It was a one match. They had draws, so they made 2-2 and therefore won the competition. Congrats to them. What you're currently seeing is a little show called Banter Blitz with Jan Gustafsson. I'm Jan Gustafsson. I'm not a super grandmaster, but I'm actually a fairly decent grandmaster. My FIDE rating is 2643, which I think puts me in the best, 8% of grandmasters maybe. But I haven't been very active as a chess player the last 10 years. Mainly, sitting around here doing commentary and other nonsense. Which I do enjoy, even though I'm currently a little talked out because of the non-stop coverage we did for the MCI. And now the FIDEchess.com Online Nations Cup. Miss Dodge Chess is saying, it's not the ideal format if people are asking who won an hour after the match finished. Yeah, I guess that's fair. But maybe it has nothing to do with the format, but just that they're tuning in now and they're confused why it's me playing Blitz games and not Ding Liren playing Hikaru. Peaceful Patsa is saying 2643, top 100. No, I carefully keep my distance to the top 100. You don't want too much exposure. It's usually around 130, 40, somewhere there, 20, I don't know. BTM98 is saying, yeah, I was going to need a vacation when these restrictions lift. Yeah, no, I'm very fine with, and actually thankful, as much as cynical me can be thankful about having stuff to do during these restrictions. But yeah, I haven't had much time to, do nothing. And I could use a week on a Thailand beach. But we are far from that, and in these strange times we're living in, I'm just grateful that I can sit in my basement, do chess commentary and other nonsense. While, yeah, many people are way worse impacted by the situation. So, not the time for whining, but yeah, give me a break. Chess. Okay, it's always a time for whining. Also, am I in the wrong Chess24 chat? I guess I'm in the Online Nations chat. Is there a different one for this Banter Blitz? I should probably know because it's my show. But as usual, I don't, because I've been reading the one from the Online Nations Cup. Let me try to find out if there's a different one somewhere. Well, I don't want to lose on time though. Sergio. 92, terrible move, allows e5. Time to speed it up just a little bit. White is still better because, more active pieces. It's your typical exchange Slav is not much, but it's somewhat more pleasant to be white in these positions. Black should have gone e5. That point I was specifying bishop b4. You know what, I'll stay passive and lazy. That's another terrible move. But at this point, who's keeping track? Here comes e5. A little too late, I would say. And Sergio Cifuentes resigns. Thanks for the game. Jake Loans saying, Jan, can you oil your chair? It's making noises. That's probably true, but I don't think I can oil it. And by I don't think I can do it, I mean I'm too lazy. What happens if I do this? Ah, here we are. Now I'm in the other chat. I was wondering if all you guys had abandoned me. Now I can read it. Yeah, now I'm in the Chess24 Banter Blitz chat because I was still in the other feed where the show was also shown. So here we are. Apologies for the usual stuff, not having the board on screen for 10 minutes. All these things. But now, let me know what you really think. While I'm playing against Jupp Fiedemaster from Spain. So maybe it's Jupp. What's up, nerd boys? Now let's get started. Andre XWE1312. What is this? Are you a son of Elon Musk? What's with the name? XWE1312? Very confusing. Monkey Play saying, was he reading Twitch? No, I have Twitch open, but I was reading the other feed on Chess24 where the show was continuing, the Online Nations Cup thingy, where there were people. But now we're all together in what I like to call the good place. I'm playing a crappy line of the Caro-Kann here. Which, I have a lot of experience playing these lines in Bullet. They're not very good, but in Bullet I like these structures. Just put the bishop out of the pawn chain and then hope for the best. It served me well, and well, I mean, made me a mediocre Bullet player for many a year. So here we go. How bad can this be, actually? Yup. But yeah, it's a don't try this at home situation. Also here after a6, if white plays c3, I don't know what move to make, so the only idea is really that he goes knight f3 and I go bishop g4. Bishop e3. Let's go here, see what happens. This question about my podcast recommendations. I'm not up to date on many things, really. I don't want to keep beating that busy. I have a family and I've been doing a lot of chess commentary, horse into the ground. But really, my pop culture recommendations are not what they used to be. I'm still listening. I haven't been listening to that many English podcasts, actually. What have I been listening to? Listen to a bit of Joe Rogan, bit of Bill Simmons, even though with no sports going on, I have not been a very loyal Bill Simmons listener either. Comedy Bang Bang, I usually, if I like the guests, if there's some Paul F. Tompkins or Jason Mantzoukas or Andy Daly or John Gabrus, I listen to that. So I'm sure I'm missing something. There's my phone somewhere. Let me go through my podcast. I listened to a bunch of... phone is empty? No. Bunch of German podcasts that are not going to help you very much. Fest und Flauschig, Gemischtes Hack. You know, all the popular ones. Mediatek. Blank Check with Griffin and David. The Daily. The Jump. The Big Picture. How did this get made? The Watch. Pod Save America. The Low Post. House of Strauss with Ethan Strauss. The Rewatchables. Oh yeah, I listened to the Gladiators Rewatchables episode the other day. Two Bears, One Cave. Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. The Jeselnik and Rosenthal Vanity Project. There you are. Those are my podcasts. All right, time to speed up again. What's with all the having to speed up all the time? Aren't these the time to slow? These are times to slow down a little bit. Have a look around. Think. What am I doing to my poor bishop? That's another question for another day. Please don't checkmate me. Yeah, he wants to checkmate me. I don't really want that to happen. He still wants to checkmate me. Still don't want it to happen. I want to flagmate you. I don't see how I get checkmated now. Which is nice. Not a lot of threats, are there, Jupp? Jupp is relentless. I will take all his pawns. That's my approach to chess. Take all the pawns until they lose on time. Thanks for the game, Jupp. So what are we talking about? Monkey Play 27 is saying, love your exchange sack in your Italian line on Chessable, but I keep losing every time they go out of your prep. Okay, but sounds like that's on you, not on me. No, if the prep is good. But I'm sorry to hear that anyway, Monkey Play 27. He's saying, yeah, keep playing it in Blitz games, and it's way too complicated for that. The hope, though, is that it's also too complicated for your opponents, no? That you can overwhelm them and hopefully know it better. But yeah, sorry. Sorry to hear that. Let's practice. Oh, d4. Nothing to practice here. Carlos Exarlian is saying, waiting, Jan. You know, the funny thing is that I'm assuming that most premium members that have challenged me are waiting and want to play a game. I'm not sure about it, but that's generally the assumption. That's why reminders that you're waiting don't help that much. I understand that. And I'm trying. I'm sure the Banter Blitz frequency will pick up quite a bit once we don't have tournaments every day anymore. I'm trying to play everybody, but I'm sure you understand that. Chess Japan saying, when is the next Jan clinic? Yeah, I know, I gotta get back to the opening clinics as well. Once again, been doing commentary for, I think, 24 out of the last 25 days, something in that neighborhood. So I've been busy. I need some days off, frankly, but we'll get to it. C4 looks very risky. Can I punish? Queen A5, knight D2, E5. Not sure how to, what move order to do it in. And Jake Lone saying, maybe Jan closes chat window again. No, I have a lot of windows open. Not literally, because I'm in the basement and there are no windows. But you know, computer screen wise. Henry0813 is saying, what's the next tournament after the Steinitz Invitational? Jan, I don't think there's anything public yet, but there's been mumblings that there might be more stuff happening. I'm not at liberty to talk about anything because I don't think anything's been finalized, but it sounded to me like the show would go on. Bishop D3, monkey play. This is not on the Marshall. You gotta keep them queens. Mr. Dodgy is saying, don't waste your days off during the pandemic. Save them up. Tell me about it. What days off, by the way? Mr. Dodgy is saying, nothing public. The Mr. Dodgy Invitational will eventually happen. That was not what I was talking about, because those are not my news to break. And yeah, sorry monkey play, but yeah, I can see what you mean. But if you have trouble with too complicated positions, then don't play lines like bishop g5, d5, e3, especially after c5, dc5, where stuff gets weird very quick. You know, play it nice and safe. Knight f3, c4, g3. What's the worst thing that could happen? Let's play good old Andre. I guess I'm not doing a stellar job selling my e4, e5 series, but continuously playing the Caro-Kann. Next game is e4, e5. Henry0813 is saying, and also, can you make your Chessable series into a Chess24 ebook? No, that's a Chessable exclusive. Sorry, Henry. Chessable. Part of the group now, together with Play Magnus and all that good stuff. So when they joined, I did that series on Chessable. Go check it out over there and keep giving me these pretty horses. You know what? Since I'm a piece up, I'll be generous and heroically sacrifice on h3. This would be a rook up situation. But there are more important things in life than rooks. That's what I've been told. Even though I did not believe it. But let's try to checkmate Andre, who's waited for so long. We don't want to keep him waiting much longer. Here we are. Thanks for the game, Andre XWE 1312. Let me play good old Jake Loans. Even though, who's keeping the peace on Twitch if Jake Loans is busy here? Can he multitask? Can anybody multitask? I don't think it's a thing. Trompovsky. This is a line of my youth. Generally, I'm not a big e4 player in this position because I value bishops so much. And after h6, I have to give up my precious bishop, which will make me very unhappy. But here we are. Knight c3 is what they played in the old days, but I never liked that. c3. I like it a little better. I thought d5 was a decent move here. c5 I'm sure you can also do. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. d5 maybe? Strange position. Because positionally I don't really want to put my pawns on light squares, but I also get a bit of a grip on some squares here. I can put my knight on c4. So I'm not sure. It's a strange position. Jake Lown's doing very sensible things for sure. Yeah, I don't have any particular ideas. Guess we'll just get our pieces out. Black looks fine to me, frankly. Yeah, looks very, very acceptable for black. Queen g6, so aggressive. Wants to checkmate me with bishop h3. That's not gonna happen. Rook e1, so I can go bishop f1, and also, you know, aiming at that bishop a little bit. He goes bishop f6. Now that d6 is unprotected, it's time to bring the horsey to c4, maybe b5, but usually c4. Yeah, queen g6 felt a little, I don't know. Feels like it's breaking the coordination a bit. I'm not sure what black should have done. Some a6 maybe, or bishop g4 also looked sensible. Queen g6 somehow I didn't like. Alright, do I go bishop f1 or g3? Maybe g3, no? Not sure which one. After bishop f1, the bishop could potentially have been hanging, so I'm not sure. Skibby is saying, hey Jan, I thought today your banter you will banter at 6:30 p.m. I don't know actually what time we published. The plan was to do it after the Online Nations Cup was finished, so I just started after it was finished. If it was given as 6:30, apologies, I wasn't aware of that. The idea was just to do it after the other thing is over, which was not at an exact time. But here we are. Now, how do I make progress? Can I go here? Not sure. I want queen f6, knight d2, and then go after the d6 pawn. We shall see. Yeah, looks like I made some progress. As mentioned, this queen g6 move I didn't like that much. b5, now I have knight e4 or ab first. Can this backfire? I guess not. Yeah, just ab and then knight e4. It looks like the black position is a little stretched out. D. Claude is saying, scheduled for 50 minutes from now. Ah, then I better keep going. Yeah, I'm not gonna play all night. I don't know when we started, but I'll certainly play some more games. Queen f5, I guess I should take here to hope. Oh no, queen. My plan was actually take here, queen d5, knight b6, followed by bishop h7. But there's a little detail of queen g2 checkmate along the way, which I should probably try to not make happen. Not make happen. Sorry, I don't speak English. Now I'm confused. I'll still take, I guess. Queen d5, there's still bishop h7, and if queen somewhere else, I have knight c4. Gotta be a little careful, of course, because of my weak and light squares, as this last line showed. But I guess if I am, it's not too dangerous an attack that Jake has. Can I go f4? Trying to be artsy here. That usually backfires. But then, you know, let's see how it backfires. We'll all learn something. My point is that after queen f6 I can go knight e8. And according to my count, this queen does not have a lot of squares. If my count is wrong, the knight looks very silly on e8. But I have a feeling that I counted correctly. And this is actually checkmate, so thanks for the game. That was a strange one. But I like this knight e8, so I'm pleased. Let's play more. Luca 1. So your name is Luca? Duke is saying back to being nice on the chat. Yep. The Jake Loan's holiday is over. Luca 1 is not there. Henry0813 is saying, Jan, will I am Alex Astana be doing more work for Chess 24 in the future? I have no idea. Has he been doing stuff for coaches maybe? I do not know. Not familiar with Alex. I'll check it out. He did some coaches things, yeah? Like, obviously I know the name, but I do not know what he looks like. What does Alex Astana look like? We want to know. Luca is not there. Yep, I'm reading. Our boy Anish is playing Dutch Final Bullet tonight. Okay. Let me play some more games. There's also a fair question. What I'm getting through my headphones. And the truth is, nothing. I got so used to wearing them because I was always on the call with our boy Peter that they just got stuck. But you're not wrong. And I could, you know, do this and would change nothing. Except that I hear much more of the sound of my own voice, which is actually very annoying. Who knew my voice was so annoying? Probably you guys knew. Maybe. This is another sad but true thing, that many a time I am not sure if I'm wearing my, whatever these are called, AirPods, earbuds, whatever, or not. And I have to check my ears if they're in there. And usually they're in there, which I guess is somewhat, it's probably kind of normal spirit of the times, but I'm spending a disturbing amount of time being talked to even when I'm quote-unquote working or hanging out with the family, which is probably not great. But yeah, my phone and headphones addiction is very, very real. I'm not sure, maybe I just, you know, have to read up on how to cure addiction, force myself not to wear them, because it really happens quite often. First of all, I panic if I can't find my phone and the little box and start searching the house erratically. Like in the old smoking days would have been with cigarettes. I think it's the same levels of addiction that we have for our phone and our headphones, or that I have. Shouldn't generalize. Playing against Edward Anderson here, who so far has done nothing wrong, like d6 is maybe a little passive. Usually people take, But he's made sensible moves, and I've decided not to be too rough, not to go DE here. But first, you know, let's both try to develop some pieces. He's throwing the gauntlet with a6, however. That forces me into action. Had you gone bishop e7, I would have kept developing as well. But now, I feel like I have to do this. Chaval47 is saying, Jan, during your younger age, how many hours you spent studying chess? It's a hard question, I guess, for most guys, because it never felt like studying chess. Also, I'm old, so I grew up, you know, most of my chess education was pre-internet, just, you know, reading books or playing tournaments. But it never felt like studying or training or working. So it's hard to put hours on them. But yeah, it adds up. Probably not as much as you think, or maybe you don't think that because of my play. You know, I went to school, and when I was younger, I even had friends and doing normal activities. Then, after I finished school, I had this 1 year in the German army, which sounds very scary, but mainly you do some basic training, and after that I was in some sports unit, chess sports, insert joke here, where I could focus on chess, and that year I studied a lot and improved a lot from, like, I don't know what my level going in was, 2400 to 2550 or 2570. And after that I had 1.5 year in Madrid as an exchange student, as an Erasmus exchange student, where I didn't know anybody. And I didn't feel like studying. So that half year I studied a lot as well, and I made the last jump from whatever my rating was, 2550-ish to 2630-ish to the level I have now. After that I met some degenerate friends, and I was back to, you know, playing FIFA and other PlayStation games at the time. So I don't know. I don't think you can cheat the hours you put in, but for me, I've never had like consistent, organized training, or never had it consistently, at least. I never felt like work, so it's hard to say. And Leia 110 is not here. Zeelands is saying, then you lived on a yacht in the Mediterranean, right? That was before. That was from like age 6 till 9. That's before all these exciting chess adventures. But I think I learned the rules there, probably. Here we go against Leah. I'm so sick of this bishop going to f4, but it's legal. It's not a bad system, as I've had to learn over the years. Even though this particular branch of it is not very inspiring for white, you should really go knight bd2 here. That's a much trickier move than going for this endgame where black is instantly fine. Yeah, this is pretty comfy for black already, and also well known to be pretty comfortable. I think I gave details in one of my series on Chess24, this, I guess, black repertoire against 1d4, maybe part 4 sidelines. Yeah, he goes knight b1, he or she. Oh yeah, you can already see that probably white has not achieved very much in the opening. We gotta go back to b1. Now the question is, do I have better than going back to c6? Maybe I can try using this knight on a different route via c8, b6, trying to get to a4 very quickly. Not sure that was needed. Knight c6 looked perfectly fine, but it looks interesting. You know, just trying to get here, which is often a nice square for the knight in these structures, targeting b2. It already looks pretty unpleasant for white, frankly. Rook a1, intending to go knight a4, rook a2. But how happy are you about this layer? Still gotta punish it. Not obvious to me how yet, but it feels doable. Knight e4. Feels like there should be something direct. I don't see it yet. Bishop c2. I could go intending bishop b3. It doesn't do that much either. Nah, I don't see it, so I'll just make some random useful moves and then think later. Yeah, feels like I left something on the table here. I'm still very comfortable. It's generally a pretty comfortable line for black, but feels like I could have punished a little harder. After bishop a4, the question is bishop f1 better or just ba, which is also nice for me, but I see no real reason not to take the exchange, so I will. Alright, how do I do this? That bishop bothers me a bit. It's well placed there. Threatening b5 and bishop b6. I win a tempo with rook a6. That was my reasoning, at least. Took me a while though, so I should start speeding up a little. I guess bishop b5 is the move. Yeah, no. We can continue the circle with bishop b6, rook a8, bishop d7. Circle of life. I'll keep that bishop. Keep pushing them pawns. Ugh, b6 was horrible. Shouldn't have gone b6 because I could have used that square for one of my rooks, I think. Okay, time is limited, blah blah blah, so might as well speed up a bit. Oops, that's not a good pre-move. You could even say that's a pretty bad pre-move. Rook b1 wasn't ideal either, I will admit, but at this point the clock situation becomes a bit of a factor, so it's hard to pay too close attention. Thanks for the game, Leia110. Oof, tough fight. What am I missing in the chat? Can't hear anything? Sorry. Skibby wants to know, when do you have stopped playing the Grunfeld, Jan? I don't think I ever really stopped. I played it more consistently in my early 20s, so an eternity ago. I'm still, you know, I might still bang it out every now and then. But yeah, I don't think I have a fixed repertoire against 1d4. Yeah, but yeah, my days of it being a consistent Grunfeld player probably ended in, I don't know when, 2004. I'm very old. Gustav Chatterjee wants to know, Jan, did you ever have a chess coach? Not really. Like, I like giving credit to my first trainer Vincent Kolanoske, who passed away. And when I arrived in the Hamburg Chess Club at age like 11 or something, even though he was never really my trainer, it was a group thing, and he inspired the kids to come to the chess club on Fridays and, hang out and do some lessons. But yeah, I don't think he was that strong a player, probably like 1900. And as mentioned, I never got individual coaching there. So no, I don't think I ever really had a coach. I worked as strong. I was attending some lessons once in a while in Hamburg in the chess club. But no, I don't think so. I'm wondering if that's unfair, if I'm missing out somebody. But no, mainly after I was a decent player already, I started working with Peter Heine, who helped me a lot over all these years. I learned a lot from him. But that's already when I was a grandmaster, or at the very least, grandmaster level. So no, I don't think I ever had a coach, steady coach for sure. As you can see, DK79 is saying his name was Hans Gruber. No, that's the villain from Stirb Langsam, and the name is nowhere close to it, so I'm not sure what the joke was. But yeah. No. Did I say Stirb Langsam? I meant Die Hard. Sometimes I think in German. In German we call the movie Stirb Langsam. Since he said Hans Gruber, my brain shifted to German. Tarantino saying, Jan, can you comment on Lev Gutmann playing g5 against you in 2003? Was it a finger slip or... I have zero recollection of that. When did I play Lev Gutmann? I can't recall that at all. What tournament is that? 2003. Can't recall. I think I might have lost to Lev Gutmann, but that's earlier. Probably in the 90s or maybe 2000. I think in the 90s in Bad Wörishofen, maybe 97, somewhere there. 2003, I can't recall at all. But 2003, I'd like to think I must have been favorite against Lev Gutmann, no? But sorry, I'm not sure. I recall that game. February 22, 2003, he played g5 on move 2, and you beat him with white. Some online tournament or what is that? I don't know what we're talking about. I can't recall that at all. Must be some online event, yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like a mouse slip. My recollection of my online games 17 years ago, sometimes a little hazy. F4. Am I getting checkmated here by pass? Don't checkmate me, pass. Looks a bit scary, actually. Should probably do something about that bishop. Luke van Vele would not start worrying about his king anytime soon here. But I'm already scared. Tarantino is saying it's in the Masters database. I don't doubt it. I just, can't recall it at all. Sam Ganji is saying, Jan, are you only German or are you also partially Dutch? No, I'm only German. I have, I don't know, Swedish great-grandparent. So I guess I'm technically, I can't do math. 1/8 Swedish? 1/16? No, must be 1/8, no? Yeah, 1/8, I think. Yeah, Tarantino, I do not doubt that game against Lev Gutmann exists. Two. He's playing well, by the way. Should I go e5? Why not? Tarantino saying, oh, it was online. Yeah, it must have been online. I've been saving that question for you, Jan. Sorry that bothered you for all these years. Yeah, I can't recall it, but yeah, it sounds like an online game. Who would play G5 if not online? No? Skibby saying, Jan, you look a bit tired. Yeah, I don't want to complain, but I am a bit tired. Not real life tired, but of just talking about chess, which I enjoy. And once again, in these days, I'm less cynical than usual about my job. Because let's face it, sitting here talking about chess is my job, whether you consider it a job or not. These days, I'm very grateful I can do that. But yeah, I've talked a lot the last 25 days, so I'm a little talked out more than tired, really. And also, I do have a family and a life and a little kid running around the house here that is not in kindergarten because of COVID-19. So there is stuff happening outside of the basement. I'm told. I haven't left it in days. But no, I'm good. I'm good. G4? That's what in the business we call overzealous. Wants to get to f7, but it's weakening squares. My positional spider sense does not like the move g4. I'll give you one chance to parry the threat of bishop e4, but only one. I think that's fair. You only get one shot, one opportunity. Mashed potatoes are neat. Chess24 has them locked in a basement. No, I'm in my house. Not sure about you, but I've been social distancing like a pro over here. Knees weak, arms are heavy indeed. And past 17 has seen enough. Thanks for the game, past 17. Che Zongze is saying, how long did you know Trent, Jan? Does anybody really know Trent? I don't know, not that long. Or, well, it's been a while now. He started working with us and with me on Chess24. When was that, like 2013-ish? 2013, 2014. Then he left for the greener Fabi pastures. So yeah, I've spent quite some time sitting next to him. But we don't talk much. Off the air. I enjoy talking to him on the air. Off the air. Ugh. Kidding. Not kidding. Hang on, didn't I start another game? I tried. Maybe it didn't work. Try again. El Gambito Mero. Memero? I don't know what that is. Let's play e5. Maybe you can play El Gambito Memero now. Nope. Here we go. I feel a gambit coming, but so far, no gambiting. Show me the gambit. Cardinal Superblinds is saying, can you share why Fabi decided to replace him with a serious coach? I do not know much about the internal workings of Team Fabi, but I don't think Lawrence was ever a coach. No, he was a manager. He was the Don King of the operation. That was my understanding. I went d5 here. I tried to play a gambit, El Gambito Memero. You could have taken all these pawns. ED, bishop e7, TC. You refused to. Suki Ray is asking, watched the MMA event yesterday? No, I did not. Yeah, I don't want to beat this. Oh, I'm so busy, horse. Into the ground. No, I don't even know who was fighting. Is Conor McGregor back? Was that the big one? I'm not a big MMA student, I have to admit. Skibby's asking, what are you guys doing nowadays to don't get boring? Learning some new stuff or something? Nah, I'm just sticking with having a family and doing chess commentary a couple hours every day, so I haven't learned anything. I'd like to learn, what would I like to learn? Japanese would be fun. What else? Mainly Japanese. I should be winning here, so no. Don't see it yet. Can I be nastier than bishop b4 check? It looks fine, but it's not that nasty. Queen h4. Queen h4 looks very, very random. And probably stupid. Don't know why I did that. I was trying to, provoke that move, but don't think that was an objectively very wise decision on my part. Cheech Songze is asking, when do you become a staff in Chess 24? Yeah, and I've been here for a long time, like 2012 maybe? I was working here before the website got published. So yeah, I think 2012 probably. Time goes by, huh? Wow, that is a lot of time. Don't make me question all my life choices. Not today. Give me that queen. Gambit boy. You know what? I'll be greedy and I'll take it next move. I don't want to give you both my bishops for it. That's only fair, isn't it? Harold van Heringen is saying, what do you think will be the next physical event again? Maybe Tata 2021? I don't have any clue. I guess, yeah. Will depend a lot on local regulations and also general acceptance of big events. I don't know. Like, could we have a candidates tournament in 2020, World Championship match, smaller events? My guess is as good as yours. Tata is generally a giant event with 1,000 people there, no? Because they have all the amateur groups playing in the same hall. So I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Or if they will go for a version with only the pro tournaments, or I have no clue. Literally none. Crackers is saying Lawrence is maximum what Chess 24 budget can afford for pointless things. Not sure what you mean. You weren't entertained with the Carlsen, Svidlers, Grishuks. Also, yeah, as I said, I enjoy having Lawrence around for the balance. I'm aware many people feel differently, and we talked about it earlier. That yeah, it's a tricky equation. All these commentary things, how many guys / girls you want in there so that it stays entertaining, and so on and so forth. I do not have all the answers, but trying to learn. Also, I think it depends a lot on the different time controls, because with the classical, of course, there's more time for foolishness and general stuff than with a rapid event where there's always things happening. Personally, I had the feeling if too many super GMs might also not be ideal, because if it's just, moves being exchanged at lightning speed, then, well, if it's tough for me to follow, I figure it's tough for the audience to follow as well. Then again, who doesn't want to see all these guys? So I don't have answers. We'll continue experimenting. And yeah, feedback is very welcome. Well, I'm very tired of the London system, but you can't, can't forbid people from playing it, to play it, I guess. Not sure. Skibby saying theory. Jan doesn't exist. He's just a C24 computer program. The Agent Smith of Chess 24. Wouldn't we have more Jans though if I was the Agent Smith? Maybe there are more Jans. Could be that you're onto something there, Skibby. Bishop D3, what am I supposed to do? Go here or go Queen B6? I don't know stuff. Man from Utrecht is saying Grishuk should be a fixture. Buy him a better mic. Yeah, it's usually not a cash situation, these things. But yeah, I love having Grishuk around. I'm not sure if he wants to be a fixture of commentary. I think he's still very much a player. He also has a lot of kids. But yeah, I think he's great. I think he's hilarious and obviously has incredible knowledge of chess. So always love to have Grishuk doing anything really. Queen b3, can I take the pawn? Looks like no. I am very greedy. Queen a4, I go back. Queen b6, I have a Zwischenschach. Knight d4, Queen d4, I couldn't see anything too threatening either. You should probably do that and then try some bishop b5 check. But it's not that scary. Darren 147 Banready saying Sasha, Peter and you are the dream team. Not sure. Also, frankly, there is the business angle that we have all the group products to plug, and all Sasha, Peter and me, well, I'd be the only one doing it in that context, and I'm very awkward in plugging even my own stuff, while Lawrence is way better at it. So there's always that consideration, which I understand does not play into it too much for you guys, but frankly, if we're not selling any premium memberships or Chessable series or Play Magnus subscription or any of these things, Tactics Frenzy, great stuff as well, then none of this happens. Then the Magnus Carlsen Invitational doesn't happen. The shows with the Grandmaster certainly don't happen. So that's a very important angle to keep in mind as well. Therefore, yeah, it's always very complex. I don't have all the answers. I do know that, yeah, the Chess24 premium members are the ones supporting the thing, and the Chessable users as well. But this is not even meant to be a thinly veiled plug. I'm very bad at, advertising products. I just think it's, see, there we go. I just think it's a good deal and people should do it if they want to. But obviously, that's not exactly how stuff works, I'm guessing. Alright, I'm being pinned here, which is also not exactly how stuff works. Trying to castle away. Knight d4, castles, knight b5, queen a6 maybe. I don't know. So dodgy with some advice. Just yell "go premium" every 90 seconds. Build a habit. Yeah, I'm not a natural at it. Like I understand it's stupid, but I always think, okay, it's a good deal for people that wanna, do chess stuff, and they will figure it out, and they shouldn't be told all the time. But of course, that's not how the world works. I'm even awkward about, plugging my own Banter Blitz show, like tweeting. I'm playing Banter Blitz now, which is not asking anybody for money or anything. But I just, I don't have that sales bone in me at all, which is a problem because obviously Peter Svidler or Grishuk aren't gonna be yelling "Go premium." So it's just another thing to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, as much as I enjoy doing these shows, all these events happening and the commentary depend on that. Cold, cold world, baby girl. I don't know who the baby girl is. So can I just go here? I guess so. Marishi3 is saying, Jan's in a very serious mood today. Yes, sir, I'm just a little tired, so I'm not my usual goofy, affable. Is affable a word? Probably if I was affable, I would have friends. No, I'm not in that goofy a mood, but it's all good. I'll be back to goofing it up, no worries. Queen b6. Does that work? Did it just take, no? This should be winning for me. I'm also doing well on the clock. Go away. And I did win. Thanks for the game, Cheech Zongzei. Who shall we play next? How about Acots? Sorry. Takes on c6. That's not what people usually do, is it? Obviously knight c3 and then e5 or d6 is where all the fun starts. This, yeah, how scary can it be? I'm wondering if after e5 I can go for some funky knight g4 move. Knight d7 looks more circumspect. He goes knight c3. Can I go e5 or is that losing material? E d, c d, bishop b5, bishop d7. No, it looks fine. And Despenza is saying, hi Jan, how was it for you when you got the GM title? That was, yeah, didn't produce any emotions, frankly, because no, I'm not sure if this will sound arrogant or not, but the GM title was pretty much a given at that point because I was in IM with like 2570 for a long time. My goal was always to get to 2600, but the GM title was, yeah, it sort of happened along the way. And yeah, didn't make me feel any differently about anything. The goal was to get these 2600s, which I managed, but with hindsight, probably I should have set the goal a little higher, because I did not improve much chess-wise after reaching that. But yeah, the GM title is not meant to sound arrogant, but I kind of knew that was happening eventually, because I had been playing at this 257T level for actually like 2 years, I think, before I got the title. So I was more annoyed with how long it took me than thinking, OMG, I reached this big goal. What do I do now? Not sure. No, that would, I understand. That could sound strange, but that's just how it was for me. Like, it's always depending on what your level is. To some people, this will sound like luxury problems. To others, it will sound silly, like all these super grandmasters that I'm doing commentary with. They will have, had problems at very different rating stages than I had. For me, I was like, the GM title sort of happened, but then at this 2600 level, I don't know, I sort of got stuck or whatever. Insert your excuse here about watching too much TV, playing too many card games, doing too much nothing. But that applies to pretty much everybody, just at different levels. So I think everybody will feel, had I only spent more time on chess or worked more, I could have had this and that level. I think that feeling is fairly universal. I don't like my position all that much here. But Queen G3, I don't like either, because I want to go Bishop G6 anyway. No, Knight H5 could be an issue. So that sort of helps me. Rook D1 I can't take here. Hang on. Bishop E4, Bishop E4, Knight E4. I guess we'll find out. Not sure if there's some trick. Maybe he can avoid losing a piece, but please show me. Man from Utrecht saying, if only Magnus had spent more time on chess, he would have been 2900. He must be kicking himself. Yeah, that's always the place that people go to when you make these arguments. But even Magnus, I'm pretty sure he goes through phases with, or I know he goes through phases where he's not happy with his chess level. And then, there are phases where he's happy too. But I think that is fairly universal, even for world champions. Does this work? Looks like it works, no? If he takes, I exchange queens with check. If he goes somewhere, I'm going queen c8. I think instead of queen g3, he should have, I don't know, bishop d6 followed by queen c6. I'm comfortable, but I could not see a way to have a big advantage, like queen b8 and take on b2 or something, but white would have been pretty much alright. Suki Ray is asking, did I watch The Boys on Amazon? Yeah, I saw that. I did not pay a lot of attention all the time, but overall it was enjoyable. Who's the evil head of the superheroes gang? I enjoyed the actor. Say my recollection is not great of that show. Homelander. There you go. Yeah. No, it was fine. Like as I said, I had it on late at night while doing some other stuff, so I can't say I was paying the closest of attention, but I thought it was a good show from the limited attention I dedicated to it. So Dodgy is saying the poor man's Doom Patrol. I tried watching your Doom Patrol thing, but it's just didn't do it for me. Also, watch this group of superheroes that no one's ever heard of that we've put together, but they're a different ragtag team of superheroes, and it's gonna be very, very different from what you've just seen. I can only do that often, and I had already just watched The Boys, so very little patience for more of the same, just worse. And let's face it, Mr. Dodgy. Well, what did I want to see? I wanted to see this. What's it called? It's gonna be tough if I don't know the plot or what it's called, but I'll make an effort. Is it called The Outsiders? I want to see this show about kids who figure out that their parents are supervillains. It's a comic book I read, which I enjoyed. Unfortunately, I can't think of the title. It might be The Outsiders. Might be something else. Anyway, I want to see that. It's on my, what's it called? I think Disney Plus probably. Do I go G F or Bishop F? I'm being told I'm thinking of Newsies. No, I'm not. That's not called Newsies. That I'm pretty sure of. Isn't it called The Outsiders? It's teenagers who figure out their parents are supervillains. You know, it's like I think based on a true story. Let me Google it. Isn't it? I think it's The Outsiders. Oops. What did I do now? I pressed some button to switch things. Never happened before. Looks like it's not called The Outsiders. What is it called then? Someone help me. This will drive me nuts. Knight G4? Why are you playing so well, by the way? Lanfear. Just ask Siri. That's not a bad idea. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Wie heißt die Fernsehsendung auf Disney Plus, bei der Teenager bemerken, dass ihre Eltern Superschurken sind? No, those aren't it, Siri. It's not High School Musical. Hey Siri. Wie heißt die Serie auf Disney Plus, bei der Teenager... Ach. Come on, guys. Someone must have known this. This is a very famous comic book. Someone help me. Runaways! The Runaways. Thank you. Ugh, I was going insane. So that one I want to see. The Runaways. Seems like it's a very popular show. This only took us a couple minutes. Also, I'm being crushed here by Lanfear, which makes me very suspicious. So, yeah, Runaways I want to see. I don't know if it's any good. I enjoyed the comic book. I read it on some train trip. Other than that, I don't know. What's good? Tell me. I'm really not as much in tune with pop culture as I usually am. Mr. Dodge is saying, after discovering They are in disguise? Why would you discover you are in disguise? You probably know that, no? A group of teenagers band together to run away from their homes in order to atone for their actions and to discover the secrets of their origins. There you go. 87% Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty good. 27. Where do I go? Here or here? Both sides look unsafe. Maybe here. Suki Ray is saying, haven't been able to find anything good to watch. There you go. That's the problem, right? Giving Silicon Valley a try again. Yeah, I've seen Silicon Valley. I'm not sure. Have I seen the final season? Probably I have. Ever since my boy, what's his name? TJ Miller left. It's not the same, is it? Is he called TJ Miller? I think so. Dodgy is saying 2020 peaked too early with Tiger King. It's all downhill now. There you go. Am I getting mated here? That'd be really downhill. Maybe not. I'm winning now. I apologize for my earlier suspicions. Those were completely unfounded. Because I can give checkmate or take queen. What a luxurious choice. And even though the ancient knowledge is take the queen, because it might not be checkmate. Here was checkmate, so I got lucky. All right, let me play 2 more games and then get out of here. I feel I've been talking for a while, no? At least that's how I feel. Let me play Chess Pugnator. Ariel Boundary saying, did Lawrence Trent kill Carol Baskin's husband? Didn't you see that theory that Jeff Lowe is Carol Baskin's missing husband? Google it. What are we doing here? Chess puck. Oh, the MVL line? Let's MVL it up. How does this go? So many lines. So little time. Vertwitch is saying, have you noticed on TV they still have 30 minutes of Weatherman when we all have the weather in our phones? Yeah, I'm not sure. I would guess there's still a generation that maybe doesn't have the weather in their phones and also is used to the Weatherman. But yeah, I don't watch much TV. Like, that's why I'm asking for show recommendations. Doesn't everybody? Maybe not. Doesn't everybody just, watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO, Hulu, whatever else is there? Disney Plus, Apple TV. I'm sure there are others. Probably not, right? Also now in COVID-19 times, I've actually found myself watching more TV because I enjoy watching these talk shows more. Even though it does get a little repetitive. I'm not sure why I didn't cover the porn. Probably I didn't have to, but still. Bit unnecessary to leave it hanging. So what's going on here? Do I take on d5, go e4? How do you play these positions? I guess so. Still not sure if I should take a timeout to look after that guy eventually. Rook c1 was also a move. Who knows? Panther Chess is only watching Disney Plus. Okay, but you only watch Jungle Book on a loop, so that's understandable. Queen b6. If I take... I don't know, feels like I should open stuff up, so takes... Seems like a logical first step. And now you should be in some trouble, no? Chess puck? Should be more than one way to get this done. Can I go here and ask the rook what its plans are? Obviously queen d8 and rook e1 or whatnot was looked pretty winning as well. Bobby G saying Ray, Nelly will decide. Not following. Are we still talking movie recommendations? I've seen Ray. Or maybe I missed the context. Bobby G is saying I'm still learning who shot JR. Wow. Showing your age there, Bobby G. Can I take? You're not really trapping my queen, are you? Does not look like that. Nope. Chess Pugnator resigns. Thanks for the game. Chess Pugnator. Alright. Last game. Let's play another Nator. After I dealt with the Chess Pugnator, it's time for the Cleminator. Vertwitch is asking, did you watch Parasite already? Yeah, I watched Parasite. Feels like years ago. Mid 2019, whenever it came out, probably late 2019, yeah. Must have been late 2019. But yeah, very much so Parasite. It was good. It's gotten so much hype that at this point, in my mind, it's somewhat overrated, but that's not the movie's fault. It's the hype's fault. It's a very good movie, of course, Parasite. Can I go here? Little reverse Benoni. How bad can it be? This might be pushing my luck a little, but maybe not. Who knows? It's a good system with colors reversed. I'm not sure you can do it. Tempo down. Bobby G is saying upload is interesting concept. That's his new Amazon Prime show. Yeah, got decent reviews. No, it looked, I don't know. Looked interesting, but not that I was, oh, I must go watch Upload. I wasn't clearing my schedule. So it sounds like no one has any good shows, no? There's just nothing out there. I just want something dumb. Either like a funny comedy, like anything Curb Your Enthusiasm style. And I did watch Bruce Brothers, of course, with my boy, Mike Castle. But other than that, some crime show would also be good. You know, some Scandinavian lady in a knitted sweater chasing a serial killer. Can we do that at least? Max Chess 29 saying It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, I've seen probably not every episode, but I've seen quite a bit of It's Always Sunny. It's a good show. I tried getting into Community, couldn't do it. Bobby G is saying Muritsa. What's that? Muritsa. That's not a TV show, is it? H3? You want to go G4? What's that about? Do I mind? I don't think I mind. Trailer Park Boys. I've been told about Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a try. Someone's recommended it to me. Yeah, The Boys I've seen. We've covered The Boys. Shot Caller and The Outsider are good movies. Shot Caller I've seen. That's the prison movie with Jamie Lannister, right? And yeah, I know his name is Nikolai Coster-Waldau. The Outsider is... Have I seen The Outsider? What's The Outsider? Troll Trooper is saying just watch The Wire. I have watched The Wire. Alright, some good recommendations there. Thank you. I'll later read it. And then Google all these shows and probably not watch any of them. More love for Trailer Park Boys. Afterlife with Ricky Gervais gets some shoutouts. Yeah, I've seen season 1 because many people told me it's great. I was not that much into it, but also often it's not the show's fault, but it's me not paying full attention, which is, brings us to the phone AirPods addiction and the having a family part that I talked about earlier. But yeah, maybe I should give Afterlife another try with full focus. Forget about it, saying it's with the guy that played Joker. I forgot his name. You forget the name of Joaquin Phoenix? Commodus? And The Outsider. Doesn't ring a bell. Oh yeah, I'll look it up. Some other Joker. Jared Leto. Okay. I think the fashionable thing is to dislike Jared Leto, no? I thought that's what the industry had settled upon. Ugh, Jared Leto, so pretentious. Von Eaglefeld saying Freud on Netflix was pretty good, but a bit intense. That's Sigmund Freud, but he's solving crime cases or something? The premise sounded a little silly. But yeah, maybe I'll give it a shot. Von Eaglefeld saying, and one for German TV, Rhapsody Berlin. What's that? Not Babylon Berlin? Rhapsody Berlin. Every other show is called something with Berlin. It's really confusing me. Docks of Berlin. 4 Blocks. Rhapsody Berlin, apparently. Why can't we get any Hamburg shows? Cleminator is in trouble here. And that's gonna be the end of the show. I'm hungry. I'm somewhat sleepy. Not really sleepy. Yeah, more really. Talked out. So, time to call it a day. Thanks everybody for watching. Not only this Banter Blitz, but also our coverage of the FIDEChess.com Online Nations Cup that was won by China in the final today with a 2-2 against Russia. They had draws going into the final. And of course, for everybody that kept us company during the Magnus Carlsen Invitational. Before that, the Candidates Tournament. I feel like I've been doing a lot of chess talking in these Corona times. And yeah, as mentioned, very grateful to get the opportunity. The action, of course, does not stop here on Good Old Chess 24. On the 15th, we'll be doing the Steinitz Memorial Blitz Tournament with Magnus Carlsen, with Peter Svidler, with Alexander Grishov, also with a loaded female field. So that's gonna be fun. I'm sure I'll be doing commentary there. I don't know yet if in English or German and with whom. Keep them suggestions coming. But yeah, that's happening. Then after that, there is the one that I can't really talk about yet, but that I expect to happen, another big tournament. And I do not mean the Mr. Dodgy Invitational, that I also expect to happen. So that's it from me today. Thanks for watching. Go premium on goodoldchess24.com to challenge in these Banter Blitzes, to watch all the video series, to support upcoming tournaments, the commentary, all the stuff we're doing only works with Chess24 premium members, only works with people going to Chessable, checking out the series. There's a new series by Magnus Carlsen on Chessable coming out soon. There is, of course, my series, chessable.com/Jan, the complete E4, E5 black repertoire. So have a look around. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. I'm sure I'll see you soon. I'll probably take a day or two off the next week because I'll get into some family trouble if not as well. But you know, stuff will be happening. Some opening clinic episode, the occasional Banter Blitz. And then on the 15th, there will be Steinitz Memorial continue. So, thanks for watching. Buy my Chessable course. Become a Chess24 premium member. Follow us on YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. Follow me on Twitter, @GM Jan Gustafsson. And see you guys soon. Bye.
E5, it's E5 Patzers.
A complete repertoire against 1E4 based on 1E5, now available to study with Chessable's unique Move Trainer technology. The backbone is the Marshall Gambit against the Spanish, with 3 Knight F6 against the Italian. Jan Gustafsson has revisited all these lines he has played for 20 years and worked on as a second for Peter Lecco and Magnus Carlsen, amongst others, with the help of the most powerful engines out there, Leela 0 and Stockfish 10. This has led to many new discoveries and a repertoire ready to master on Chessable that can serve the student for a long chess career.
Maybe E4 doesn't exist after all.
E5, it's E5 Patzers.